Yeah, that was sick.
That was the best one yet, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the eComm Growth Show.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the eComm Growth Show and welcome to 2021.
It's going to be a big year, folks.
Today we want to take a little time, kind of recap 2020. It's been a huge year for e-commerce, and a lot of things have changed, and we think it's going to remain changed for the future. So if you didn't adjust to these changes in 2020, here's your opportunity to see what those changes are and how you can come into alignment with those to grow your e-commerce business.
I think one of the biggest changes we saw was just the massive explosion across the board, you know.
Yep.
Obviously, coronavirus accelerated the growth of an already booming industry. But reading some of these stats, I'm pretty blown away by the overall growth of e-comm.
Yeah, and one thing you should know about today is that this is going to be a shotgun blast of pretty big deal topics, and each one of these could have their own episode. And maybe we'll loop back and kind of dive into these at a deeper level at a future date. But right now we're just trying to recap a lot of the big ones that happened in 2020, just to get you on your best foot forward moving into the new year.
Let me start us off here, Rod. Mind if I just read from my list?
Just read away, dude.
Growing owned channels rather than relying on places like Amazon and Etsy have to drive traffic and figure out a custom strategy. Man, I'm not reading that right.
Well,
I can't read it word for word, can I?
No, they're just bullet points.
They're bullet points. Okay. What this is saying, though, guys, is growing your own channels, such as your Shopify store, your own custom domain where you own the customers, is becoming increasingly more important rather than relying on third-party sources like Etsy, Amazon.
It's always been a big deal because if you're on Amazon and that's where most of your sales come from, you're actually in a vulnerable spot. And especially too with Amazon specifically, I've heard so many horror stories of people who go, they have this awesome product, you know, especially the ones that are pretty cutting edge. They validate it. Amazon sees that, and then they launch a lookalike product and shut down their user account and basically steal that market. And so if you're doing that on a platform that somebody else owns or controls, it's not good. I think there's a lot of restrictions too around, you know, the customer data that you have.
Yeah. And
so just being on a platform like WordPress or WooCommerce, Magento, Shopify is a big one. Those are platforms where you own everything, and that's really where you want to be, and even more so moving into 2021.
Yeah, and if you're someone on Amazon that's only built their business on that platform, we've seen a lot of people do that. That's fine, and you know you have a validated product that people want at that point because they're buying it. But start a Shopify store on the side or WooCommerce, whatever the platform is, and start building up your own customer base on the side, and hopefully eventually leverage your own platform long-term only. Not only, but, you know, as a major part of your income.
Yeah. So this is a growing trend that's been happening, but even more so in last year is just a very large increase in mobile shopping. And we've known that. We talk about that all the time. But definitely when you're building out your website, when you're building out your marketing, almost give user experience priority to the mobile side of things.
100%.
Because everybody likes to build a nice looking website on desktop. But if it looks crappy on mobile, you're really going to be shooting yourself in the foot because that's only grown. It's only going to continue to grow, and people just get a lot more comfortable shopping on their phones.
Yep. Another thing we're seeing across the board is consumers are buying a lot more things that they normally wouldn't online, such as groceries, hygiene products, health things. Probably not health care, but things related to health. And it's because people want things quickly, efficiently, without having to go into the store and grab it. And food delivery services and stuff are really up in their game over the last year, as well as places like even be able to pick up your food and stuff from like Walmart. You shop online, grab it, then you can go pick it up. It's waiting for you. So seeing a large boom in that as well.
Yeah, because e-commerce, it used to be things that you could wait for. It's like, I'm going to go buy something and I'm expecting to wait 5 to 7 days, and that's fine. But now there's a huge demand to get that stuff almost immediately. And so, Amazon, they have 2-day shipping or overnight shipping or whatever, or same day delivery. They're really, really crushing it because people are buying things that they need yesterday. They're buying those online now. And so it's created this new demand for the expectation of shipping to be really, really fast. And so I think them buying these these products that they actually need in their everyday life, and they need them right away, that's actually created a new expectation for all e-commerce products. So you really got to be on your game. People expect fast delivery and they expect free shipping. And so you really got to be able to build that into the price of your products, in your offers. And if you can do that, you're going to be much more in line with what's actually happening currently.
Yeah, and we kind of clumped a few together here, but convenience as well. We kind of touched on this, but it's becoming increasingly more important, like you said, because people are sitting at home, they're social distancing, they need convenience if they're going to be shopping online. That's why a lot of people are turning to Amazon right now because of how convenient it is. So if you have an eComm store, you have to make sure it's convenient, it's a good user experience, easy to navigate, quick shipping, all the good stuff.
Here's a quick one that I actually didn't know before this. Our team helped us put together some notes, but food service and online direct-to-consumer grocery is actually beating retail grocery.
Wow, that is crazy.
That's pretty crazy. I did not know that was the case. I think we're a little bit more rural where we are, so we do a lot of our grocery stopping.
Yeah, we would never know up here.
Yeah, we can't get groceries delivered here yet. But I guess it's really blooming.
Yeah. Another thing we're starting to see is augmented reality on Shopify. Did you see that video?
Yep.
So there's a video, a great example of this bike store that's using it on Shopify. And they take all these pictures of this bike, but then the user can sit at home and see the bike in their living room. So the eComm store owner is the one taking all the pictures, right? And then you can sit at home and see what the bike looks like from the comfort of your home and walk around it and see it. It looks like it's in real life. And you see how it would fit in different spots of your living room and look at all different areas. So that's a new feature Shopify rolled out that I think is going to just be growing over time and becoming more important.
Yeah, VR, augmented reality, all of that stuff to give people a very in-depth view of what they're buying. It's only going to help them. And so some people, they're not gonna, maybe Shopify's making it pretty easy to do stuff like that. But even a notch down from that is just filming really good product videos, very like if you're selling clothing, videos that really show the fit of it and really demonstrate the elasticity of a shirt and help people get a feel for what that product's actually going to be like in real life. We've actually seen a lot of good results from people running fit and style videos as top of funnel assets in their ad campaigns.
Working really well. Can I expose you really quick?
Yeah.
You actually bought a shirt because of one of those, right?
I did. Oh, it's so funny. So I was scrolling through Instagram, and I'm a marketer, so I appreciate good marketing. And I saw the shirt, looked pretty nice, and I clicked on the image, went to the landing page. Everything was just so smooth, so cohesive and nice, really great product images. But then below the fold, and again, this is a feature that's native to a lot of the newer Shopify themes, but you have the option to do a product video outside of your product image carousel that lives above the fold. So you scroll down a little bit, maybe there's some social proof, a description, and then a product fit video. But this dude, he just did a very casual, authentic product video, and he was just holding the shirt. And he wasn't trying to be like over salesy. He's like, hey, this is the shirt. It fits. If you're between sizes, definitely go with the size above it. And hey, if it doesn't fit you, we're going to take care of you. We're obviously going to pay to have it shipped back and ship you the right one. And
Nice
basically
guy,
just went over all those authority builders, all those trust indicators, just went all over all of those in video form. It was just really powerful because it felt like I was in a store having a one-on-one shopping experience with a sales representative. And I bought I bought right on the spot, no retargeting for me. I just clicked and I bought because I was like, you know what?
Trust him.
This is slick. This is smooth. And
I think, Rob, this brings us into a good point here. And that's the importance of building an authentic, real, genuine brand with a story.
Yeah.
Because shoppers are getting smarter online.
Yeah.
They're not just going to order any product they see a drop shipper selling now. Enough people have been ripped off. They're going to look into the brand a little bit. And so it's so important to have a legitimate looking brand, feeling brand with legitimate products to sell to your customers. Because what's happening right now is a lot of these bigger brands are starting to see that, Facebook's really cheap. There's a great cost per acquisition. And we're actually seeing cost per acquisitions spike a little bit.
Yeah.
For some people. For others, we're noticing it dropped. And the ones we're noticing it dropping for are the people with a real brand.
Yeah.
A good story and a really kind of niche product that they're able to sell to their market. So it's growing more important. I know I combined a few there, but I feel like they all work together to really create a lot of success for the people that do have real brands.
Yeah, definitely. And just to kind of recap, so on the negative, customer acquisition costs have spiked in short time spans because of the big companies that historically haven't competed in places like Facebook. They're now coming onto the platform because that's the only place they're going to get sales in this new e-commerce, everything's online world. And they're being very aggressive, and that's what's causing the spikes. But then it's also giving those people to compete, give the opportunity to compete and actually beat those big brands and have more loyal customers because of that brand authenticity and those stories and those purpose.
Yeah. I want to dig into that one more too to see how negative it is, because from what I've seen across the board still, cost per acquisition hasn't changed much for our client base. Maybe it spiked a little during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but I'd like to do a little bit more research on that one, I think.
Yeah, well, I guess if you look at our client results, we do an average of all of our clients, and there's always a little bit of like ups and downs, but it's only gotten better since the beginning of the year through December of last year, right?
Yeah.
And we're averaging, very good return on ad spend. And in that, there's times where the CPM has risen, but then, relevancy and click-through rates, those have as well. So as long as, the marketing costs might be fluctuating and rising, but as long as you can compete with things like relevancy, Facebook's going to help you still get a good place in the auction.
Yeah, definitely.
So like I said, today is kind of a shotgun blast of different facts, trends, ways that we can learn from 2020 and adapt for 2021. But I do want to carve out a little bit of time to celebrate our team and what they've been able to achieve in an ever-growing, very competitive landscape.
Yeah.
So I think if we look back over 2020, our team generated our clients right around $70 million, which is pretty sweet. And then, we had one client who came in and they were doing pretty well already. They hadn't quite hit their first $1 million month, but over the last, 8 months of the year, we scaled them from right around $900,000 a month to they're up over $3 million a month. So
it's a big win.
It's a pretty
Congrats
big
to
win.
that client too, because we can only do so much on the marketing and sales side, right? When you're growing that fast,
Yeah.
the clients have been really outstanding at, finding more products, the right distributors, the right warehouses, building a team. I mean, that's pretty fast to scale a business. So really impressive stuff across the board.
Yeah. And 5 years ago, we set a goal that we were going to generate our clients 200 million by 2025.
That's it. Yeah.
And boy, with a year like last year, I think we're going to get there probably quite a bit faster.
Probably next year.
Yes. So anyways, just want to give a huge shout out to our team and the results they've been getting our clients. That's super awesome. And guys, we really just wanted to open this up with some learning lessons from last year, start adapting for 2021. And, as we kind of roll out season 3 of the e-commerce growth show, the eComm growth show, we're really going to be unpacking, how to adapt to this new world of eComm in, just an ever-growing online world.
Yeah. And I wanted to extend the invite too, Rob, if it's okay. If anyone's looking to become one of our next stats, one of our next case studies, to please reach out, go to our website and reach out to our sales team, and we can audit your account and see what it would look like to work together, see if we're a good fit, see if you're a good fit, because we'd love to help you scale over 2021.
Yeah, there's 3 things that make us different. Number 1, it's a by application only process. So anybody who comes to us wanting to work with us, we're actually going to do a lot of auditing with you to determine whether or not we can actually get you good results. The other thing is we consider ourselves to be growth partners. We're not just here to take a retainer. We're not just here to get paid for our service and then not be accountable toward the results. We actually want to partner with you in growth and make sure that we're helping you hit your goals. And of course, that naturally lends itself to being a very results-driven agency. We can't be growth partners without having a heavy focus on the actual results we're achieving for you. So we are by application only, growth partners, and very results-driven, which makes us pretty unique in this world of agencies.
Yep. Let's make 2021 your biggest year. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you next time.